everyone, it's Sami from Sami's Sweet Life, and today I'm going to be talking about my June planner stack. So this is going to be a weird kind of theme. I told you guys last month I was going to have themes for these months. I have a really good theme coming next month when new planners start. Hint, hint, you'll probably know what I'm talking about. But for June, I thought we would do a kind of a catch-all month. So this month I am just pulling out planners that have been on my to-do list and I haven't quite gotten to them yet. So it's just going to be a miscellaneous month of catching up with various planners that I got at the beginning of the year, that I purchased to use at the beginning of the year, or planner companies sent to me. They're just planners that I haven't yet been able to play around with. Also, there are kids playing outside, so you may hear some noises, but this is just going to be a rundown of the planners that I hope to get to this month, whether it's just mocking up how I would use the spread or if I actually legit use it for my weekly planner. I've got quite a stack, so I don't know how much of it I'm going to actually make it through, but I picked out quite a few to play around with this month. So first up, I've got two Plum paper planners that have been on my list. I specifically really like the Plum paper planner hardcovers. You guys know I snip off the other covers if I get those kind, but I really like this. This is an A5. They're calling this one Grid with Lines, and it just has the cute little highlighted sections at the top. When I was using the compact vertical, I mocked it up after this one. I always would make two little highlighter lines as the top two lines, so that could be like your top events of the day, your top priorities of the day. I ended up writing in our activities, or like our timed events, appointments, kids activities, that type of thing. They always went in those top lines, so I knew what our day would look like and see if it's going to be a busy day and I can plan accordingly as far as my to-do listing stuff or errand running, that kind of thing. I just knew like certain days were going to be jam-packed days, those were crock-pot days, and it was really easy to see those days right offhand when I wrote those down. So I used the compact vertical in the same capacity that I will use this one, and I'm excited. I really liked the cover I picked out. I picked out their gold colored coil for this, and I just think it's a beautiful planner that I have yet to actually really get to play around with. I used it a little bit for to-do listing throughout the first few months of the year, but it was very sparing. So I'm very excited about this one. I think it's a gorgeous planner. The next one also is a Plum paper planner, and it happens to be a hardcover as well. And this is one that Plum paper planner sent to me. I got to pick out one of their new undated planner options. They have some of these like quick grab undated options, and this is a horizontal layout. And the one thing I will say about their undated ones is they don't have the lines across. Plum paper planner is really good about giving you the option for lined or unlined for various layouts, and they tend to do lines for a lot of them, but a lot of these undated planners don't have lines, so it makes it a little bit harder for somebody like me to use where I like write really wonky. First of all, I'm a lefty, so lefties are kind of notorious for having really bad handwriting to begin with, so I definitely fall in that where it's like it takes me lots of effort to write nice and neatly, but if I don't have lines, man, it just goes all out the window. It's like my writing starts to look like this, the sizing changes, like it's a mess. So I'm not exactly sure in what capacity I'm going to be able to use this one actually realistically. It does have like to-do listing lines. I'll show you guys. It's got little to-do listing lines, but otherwise like the whole box is blank, unlined. I don't know what I'm going to be able to do with that, what I could come up with, but it is a really pretty one. I like the layout of it aside from not having lines, and so I really do want to play around with this one a little bit, and probably this will be a mock-up one. It'll just be like for funsies, just play around with it, but it's in the stack. And then I have this one. This is a vegan leather cover from Erin Condren, and I never really used this one. I don't know that I ever touched it, but this is actually a 2022, so I'll have to go back and cover up things, but I really like the layout of this one. It also is a horizontal, but it's got two different sections. It's got a lined section and an unlined section, and I just think it's really pretty. It's clean, sleek. This is their old neutral tabs, the black tabs. So the new neutrals have gray tabs, which are really pretty. But this will be just one I repurpose and use, and I think this one would be a really nice one. I really like when the horizontal layout is split up like that, so I think I'll get some good use out of this one. And I just love the vegan leather covers. Like this one's really pretty. It's that blush color, and you can see a theme so far to these planners. They're all like blushy toned type of planners. The whole theme of the month is not blush. It just happens to be those three line up. And now we're going to talk bright covers. I took the covers off of these. These are undated MAKSELIFE planners in vertical. So I got a flagship planner this year, and I've been using it all year for goal setting and tracking daily wins and my weekly reflections and that type of thing. But I got a horizontal, I'm trying to flip to a page that's showing it. I got a horizontal spread, and I found that when I started really getting into lots of the stickers, I wanted a vertical spread. So I ended up actually using this for the last week, and I used it way early on. These are things back from December, maybe the year before last. Like, I've had these undated ones since they had undated ones, and it's just a vertical layout, and it works with all the stickers and also the MAKSELIFE stencil. And so I have been enjoying using this last week, and I'm again sticking it in the rotation. Then I can use it for June as well, but I put some Lime Life covers. Now, Lime Life is redoing their website. They're currently closed as of me filming this, but I really have liked their stuff. They're really just bright, vibrant colors. Like, you can see these covers are gorgeous and bright, and they are one coil different from the Erin Condren covers. So MAKSELIFE happens to have a coil that has one extra ring on it, and the Lime Life covers fit that. The Erin Condren ones don't. So I pulled out my old Lime Life covers and covered both of these with the Lime Life covers because I didn't like the previous MAKSELIFE covers. I've talked about them. I just took them off of here and stuck on the Lime Life covers, but they are redoing their website. I plan on checking out their new website when it goes live because I've liked their planners in the past, and they have lots of good cover options too, not just super bright. They've got some really pretty florals and watercolory type of things. So I definitely was thinking about getting more covers from them when they close their website and they're redoing everything, but I will be checking them out at some point soon once they reopen. The MAKSELIFE Undated are definitely in the running for this month. I just really enjoyed using that spread. And then as far as weeklies that I'm using, I'm actually using this. This is an 8x10 softbound. It's the Flora pattern. So this one actually was from last year, and I use this as my monthly calendar. I just had it set up on the desk as a monthly calendar, and it's actually hourly pages. I'm gonna flip to one that's not covered. It's just a big giant hourly schedule, and I ended up mapping out all of our weeks. Our summer weeks changed because of dance camps, other camps, preschool schedules changed, our dance schedule changes throughout the summer, like our regular dance classes, then there's also dance camps on top of that. So I needed a way to keep track week to week of drop-offs and pickup times because they're gonna vary every week, whereas like for the school year, I know what my pickup times are. Week to week, it's gonna change. So I went ahead and mapped out all of our weeks. I color-coded both girls, and it is done in here, and I have June all the way done in this one. So I'll show you guys last week, if I can flip to it. There's current week. But like, yeah, there's even like dog mapped out. Like, it's all mapped out as far as where we're going, what we're doing. And I'm gonna be having this throughout the month as my weekly, just like overview dashboard page. I don't put any like to-do listing stuff in here aside from the medicines and stuff, but it's just gonna be like my hourly time blocking look, and I will have a to-do list or weekly planner on the side of that. But that one's actually gonna be one that I use every week as far as time blocking and mapping out how our week is gonna be, because the drop-off and pickup times vary, and it's kind of intense. I was not expecting it to be quite so intense, but that way I have everything mapped out. Now that covers everything as far as weekly planning. I have daily planning also on here, and again, because our schedule is going to change from day to day and I'm trying to squeeze in lots of summer fun and activities and things, it's going to be something where I probably stick to using a daily planner more than I actually would in the school year, because like in the school year, Livy's at school all day, so I'm just keeping track of Stella and me and like a pickup time for dance. Like, that's pretty much it. Whereas this is going to be, I'm keeping track of both girls wherever they're going to be for whatever they're doing. And it changes so much that I think having a daily is going to help my mind just like cope with what's coming up for each day. So I pulled out a few of the dailies that I haven't really used, and I've got one that actually arrived this week. I haven't even reviewed it on this channel yet. It might be up by the time you guys see this, but if not, it will be coming soon. So I'll walk through the entire thing for you guys, but let's go ahead and walk down my list. I've got 3 that I have barely used, if at all. And like I said, just kind of catch all month, and that's what I thought these ones represented. Ones that I really like, but I haven't really dove into yet. So the first one, I was holding it up, is the SHELLY Daily, and I think this one's so beautiful. It's got rainbow dots, it's got the really cute little heart on there, and look at those tabs. Like, it's like the most beautiful rainbow. It has all the like aquas and stuff, pinks and stuff included in the rainbow. And I really thought this one was a cute planner, so I'm gonna try it out for some this month and just get some good use out of it. I think it's beautiful. The colors just make me super happy, and I want to test it out and like give it a really good run through. It's got cute little like divider boxes too, so it's really versatile, and you can have a lot. I can see myself having a lot of fun mapping this one out every day. And then one that I customized that I really like and then just have not really put it to the test, it's the AGENDIO. I ended up mapping this one out with monthly, weekly, and daily pages. I walked through this one in really good detail in my AGENDIO video, but it's just set up really nicely. I mapped it out just how I thought like the perfect daily planner would go, and it's got a really robust organization on it, and I think it's a really nice one, and I want to play around with it a little bit more. I did use this one in the beginning of the year when it first kicked in, but I haven't really used it in the last few months, so I want to play around with that one some more. It's just a really great customizable planner. Like, you can customize it to each segment. You can customize what layouts you have as far as like weekly, monthly, daily pages. You can pick whatever type of pages you want. You can change the order, you can change the tab colors, you can be without tabs like this one happens to be. There's just so many options for it. So I think if you want to customize it and you know exactly what you're looking for in a planner and you can't find it out in the market, Agendio is the way to go. It is a little bit pricier, but they have so much customization that you can really like narrow it down to the exact days what you want for each page. So it's a really cool one. Anyway, moving on, this one is from Cultivate What Matters. They actually sent this to me because I'm an affiliate, and it was just a complete surprise. I did not know this was coming, and I will be walking through this whole planner. It is the Fresh Start Daily Goal Planner. It's just a 90-day daily planner with goal setting stuff throughout the planner as well, and it also has a couple of different things on the daily page, but it's got your hourly and your to-do list and stuff, and I think it's just a really well-made, well-thought-out daily planner. So I'm gonna give this one a test run, and again, like I said, I will be putting a whole video together for walking through this entire thing and showing it up close, but I really like it's just a bound, cute little book, and I'm gonna have fun with it. I really want to play around with that one. It is undated, so I can use it in the future as well without having to worry about like redating everything. That's 3 that I can play around with this month. As far as those weeklies and those dailies, they're just gonna be rotated out from week to week, so I'll change it up. It'll be things I feature in the Plan With Me. It'll be things I talk about in the Plan With Me's, like this is what I did last week and this is what I liked and didn't like. I kind of try to outline a little bit of a mini review in those Plan With Me videos. So definitely subscribe, stick around so you can watch those videos, and you'll see these planners in that rotation coming up. Let's switch gears a little bit. We're going to talk about some tried and true things that I have mentioned from video to video pretty much all year, but I'm going to really quick run down all of them. Big stack. I'm going to run down them really quick for you guys because they're just ones that I've used, and I don't necessarily mention them in all of these stack videos, but they are still in the background, still being used, and I want to go through them. So I first already talked about this soft bound I'm using as the weekly. MAKSELIFE flagship. Love this one. I use this every week, usually daily. I don't really write my daily wins down every single day. Sometimes I'll do it like the morning after, so I don't necessarily touch this every single day, but most days this one is open and I'm using it in some capacity, checking out my goals, writing out reflections, all of those things. So it's just been a game changer for me. I love this one, and new ones, I think they come out in October. Like, they do their big launch, generally speaking, around October, and you bet ya I'm gonna get another one for next year. So I really, really like that one. And this one I've talked about, I've made videos about. This is the Sterling Ink Common Planner. It is a B6 size, and this was their first iteration of the planner. They have since done some undated ones, and they've done some notebooks and stuff. And I really have had fun with this one, but I did not use it in May to the capacity I've used it in other months, and it runs out in June. I just have a half year, and I'm gonna be switching it up for this like sticker sneeze fun playing around planner. I'm gonna use something different for after June. So this will be my last month in this one. I'm gonna try my best to really just fill up this whole thing with a bunch of stickers and have fun with it. It's not gonna be in the stack in the future. And now I've tried something different with this ink and fold. This one happens to have a layout that I don't particularly like as far as my weekly spread, but I've been using it as a rough outline for my workouts because it has lots of space. It has 3 different sections. So you can see I wrote in like, this is gonna be what rides I do. This is gonna be if I work out with the moms group. This is gonna be strength and other things at the bottom. So I'm really just kind of outlining it. And from week to week, I've done this quite a bit. Maybe like half of the year, I've outlined my workouts like this at the beginning of the week, just when I sit down and do my weekly reflections, or I sit down like bright and early Monday morning to kind of map out my week. I sit down and I write out this too, because I really just like to be able to see what I want to get accomplished as far as workouts. So this one's just kind of like a forward planning workout type of thing. And I really liked it in that capacity. Now this one has a lot of goal setting and weekly goals type of stuff. It's got these weekly goal dashboard type of pages between all of those weekly spreads. And I haven't really used those to the full capacity, but some weeks when I'm feeling like really fitnessy and I really have fitness goals at the top of my mind, I will fill out those weekly dashboard pages too, but I just have this one sitting on my desk, and generally speaking, I will refer to that like weekly workout schedule and try to accomplish it. Not necessarily always, because things happen and we've been hit back to back with sick things, which we'll discuss in my plan with me, but this is just one that I really like being able to map it out ahead of time, and it really gets me in the mindset of like what fitness things I want to do for the week. And then as far as like tracking what I actually did for the week, I have my Plum paper planner, and this is a horizontal priorities. They have lots and lots of different layouts, but this one's called horizontal priorities, and it is a very intense planner that I made. It's got habits, it's got the weekly spread, it's got a place to track your miles and your steps, because those are the things I wrote on these two horizontal bars. It also has like fitness pages at the end of the month that I have not used at all. I really just use those weekly pages and write out whatever workouts I do. So if I do a 30-minute bar or a 30-minute ride, I'll write out the name of the ride, if it's like pop music or pop punk, whatever the ride is actually called, and then I'll put the mileage down. I also track my steps. I've been really good lately about writing down my steps the day after. So I'll come in here in the morning, write out my steps whenever I'm doing my morning planning stuff. And again, this one's one of those Plum paper planner hardcover planners, and I've really liked it so far this year. I've used it all year, and so far enjoying this one. It's too much. Like, I made it way more than I really needed for a fitness planner. I just need a weekly overview so I can track my classes and miles and stuff, but it's been fun to use while I have it. I'll probably go in a different direction and simplify next year. And then last thing's not really a planner, but it comes from a planner company. It's this weekly overview notebook, and I really like it. They're on these like cardboardy type of things, so it works like a clipboard. And I actually ripped pages off of this so you guys couldn't see, but I just kind of outline my videos for the week, and I change things around. I'll like draw arrows, I'll scratch things out. This is just like a messy rough draft of whatever videos I plan, and I'll plan like 2 to 3 weeks ahead of time so that I can kind of have an outline of what I'm going to be doing as far as videos. But this thing just looks chicken scratchy and ugly, and I write that out, and then I also have video idea notes down the side. So if I have an idea for a video but I don't think it's necessarily going to be in the next couple of weeks, I'll write it down over here. And that's how I've been just kind of brainstorming my content. I don't like saying content, but it is what it is. It's when I plan my videos out and stuff. And the one I'm actually using when I have the dedicated schedule, like, I will refer to this one. This is a golden coil, and I have a page. I'll show you. I'm not going to show you guys one that I've already written on because it's stuff that I don't want you to see yet, but it's just got this little grid. And when I have the videos like actually set in stone, these are the videos coming up for the week, I write them in here, and then I can highlight them off as I get them scheduled and edited and all that stuff. And I've got a little weekly running to-do list. So like, for instance, my to film, I have this video on my to film for this week. And then I have a list of things that still need to get edited, and I really have liked this. I've used this all year long, and it's kept me on track with videos much better than I have in previous years. So I definitely really like this. And this one goes through the end of the year. So I will be keeping this in my stack through the end of the year. It's working really well for me for that capacity. So let's switch gears, and we're going to talk journaling really quick. I've got things that have been working really well for journaling, and then I have one that I want to kind of incorporate in. I've got quite the little stack here. For AM journaling, I haven't been doing this very often, but I have this MAKSELIFE notebook. They have various different colors of covers, and I really just like this aqua one. I use this when I do like morning pages or morning journaling, but I don't always do it every day. So I've been just putting that in here and liking that. It's just a nice big giant page just to kind of write anything out that needs to get out on paper. And as far as PM, I've been doing more PM journaling, and I have this set up. I will walk through this and outline this in a dedicated video, but I did put this in a plan with me recently, so I will link to that plan with me down below. I'm going to stick with this. I really like the size of this. I can just sit in the bed and work on this every night. And again, like, it doesn't happen every night. If I'm super tired or if I go to bed too late, this thing just stays on my nightstand. I don't even touch it, but I really like the setup of this, and I've been enjoying having that little bit of wind down time, do a little bit of journaling in there. There's some that are like guided journals where you just answer questions. I know this video is super long. I'm trying to kind of go fast at the end, but I've got one thing that I want to incorporate in more. I got this beautiful sterling ink traveler's notebook size notebook. You see it's got the gold edges, and I just really liked it. I have this is from Freckled Fawn. I used to work for them. I was on their design team for a while, and I really just love all of the stuff that they come out with. And this one's super duper cute. It's just got a pin loop, got space in here for other things. I have a little Lime Life notebook. They used to make these little cute notebooks. They're just lines. So I have that in here, and then I got this beautiful sterling ink traveler's notebook, and it's just, you know, the sterling ink grid size notebook, and I want to use it for more journaling like throughout the day, or just like scratch paper, note paper, but I want to start using it in some capacity because it's so beautiful and it just, I don't know, it's just a really good size for journaling and stuff. So I thought maybe that would be just a journal that I use. Like morning pages is more like just throwing everything down on a page that's in your mind and kind of emptying your mind. Same with this. This is like a nighttime thing where I talk gratitude and try to just kind of brain dump, get everything off my mind. Again, don't exactly know how this is going to play out. I was using the sterling ink for journaling, but I haven't really been using those back pages. Like this whole last month, the back pages are just kind of empty. See, like the back pages are empty. So I think moving forward, this one will take the place of the sterling ink journaling pages where I just want to do a little bit of journaling here and there. I have a spot for it. So yeah, I've got like tons of stacks on my desk. I talked about tons of different planners. I'll leave links down below if you're interested in any planner. I've got walkthroughs of most of these. I've got coupon codes for quite a few of these. And also the links down below mostly are affiliate links. So if you click through those links, it lets the companies know I sent you to them. And it also gives me credit if you purchase through those links. So I really appreciate if you click through and just browse. And I also appreciate if you purchase through those links. It helps me out on this channel. That is all the planner goodness I have to share with you guys. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe. Make sure you follow me along on the plan with me so you can see these planners more in action. And I will catch you next time. Happy planning, guys. Bye.